Still alive in 2025. No more resolutions. How about a revolution to stay alive? I'm going to repeat that for you one more time. For the people who just came into the new year. Still alive in 2025. No more resolutions. How about a revolution to stay alive? Guys, we made it to 2025. A lot of people on New Year's Day, January the 1st, 2025, did not get a chance to come into the new year and enjoy the new year, to say, I am alive. People are not paying attention. There are things in this earth that's happening. People are ignoring the signs. They're not looking at what's been happening in the world. They're all about their merry old way, like it's just a regular old day. And I am grateful, I am thankful that God chose me to see not another day, but another year, 2025. As I told you, 2024, it was more in store. 2023, it was all about me. 2025, still alive. 2023 should have been all about you. 2024 was supposed to be what God had more in store for you. 2025, how many of y'all said, thank God I am still alive? That tragedy happened in New Orleans. Think about all those people thought they was going to make it for the rest of the day of 2025. Think about all those people that crashed in those planes. They thought they was going to be able to see the year 2025. People are not thinking about how grateful and thankful they should be thanking our Creator, the man who created, the Spirit, the man that created us, God the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, that created us as human beings when we were formed into our mother's womb. He created us. And how many of us in 2025 came, instead of us out partying and shooting off fireworks and shooting and doing all the other stuff, how many of y'all was on your knees thanking God when the new year was coming in and say, hey, you got me safe, you got me sound, I got a roof over my head, I got clothes on my back, you can put food on my table, you helping me maintain my bills, my finances. Thank God that I'm able to still do this in 2025. I'm alive in 2025. And you know, people are making resolutions like they do every year. I'm going to make a resolution to go to the gym. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to make a resolution to stop drinking. I'm going to make a resolution to stop smoking. I'm going to make a resolution to stop telling people off. I'm going to make a resolution to be nicer. I'm going to make a resolution to have a better heart. Because you know, we all were born with a wicked heart, but it's up to us to choose to do good or bad. I'm going to make a resolution to make amends. I'm going to make a resolution to forgive this person. I'm going to make a resolution to forgive that person. I'm going to make a resolution to stop doing what I used to do in 2024. How about you make a revolution to do all those things and continue to do all those things and actually stick to it? Hey, how about make a revolution to no longer have a hardened heart? I remember when I was going to school in elementary school, 6th grade at Lottie Elementary. Miss Hoover was my elementary school teacher. And for the 6th grade graduation, the song that we was able to sing, and I sung it, I led the song, was by Whitney Houston. I believe the children are our future. We were the future back in the late 80s. Late 80s, we were the future. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. We got all these kids out here killing other people, doing adult things, and people ain't even paying that no attention, and we in 2025. These children are doing things that they should not be doing. Where are the parents at? Where are the grandparents at? Where are these people who will be responsible for them? Because they too busy selfish thinking about their own issues, their own needs, their own problems. They let these kids be out here doing shenanigan things, unlike kids who never did what they've been doing before. Kids will be learning how to go to school, how to learn what they're going to be when they grow up. Not out here shooting people and going to jail for the rest of their life. What happened to keeping them, learning them to stay alive in 2025? No, how about staying alive in 2024? And if you're alive, you're not in jail. You're not gone because you made a wrong choice and decision. What happened to that with our people today? What happened to the grandparents that's teaching these kids? What's happened to the matriarch and the patriarchs and the aunts and the uncles? People who are much older than these children to be able to say, hey, you're going the wrong way. I remember in 89. It was a song called Stop Self-Destruction. It's about Stop the Violence Movement. led by, I think KRS-One. D Nice was in it. Big Daddy Kane was in it. MC Light. It was a lot of artists, a lot of rap artists singing this song, Self-Destruction. I'm going to read some words to it. Doing a crime, end up in jail, and got to go. Because you got to do crime and get paid today. Because you could do crime and get paid today. And tomorrow you're behind bars in the worst way. Far from your family because you locked away. Now tell me, do you really think crime paid? Scheming on taking what your brother has, you little sucker, you talking all that jazz. Then there's another verse. It's time to stand together in a unity. Because it's not them, yo, we're soon to be. Self-destroyed, unemployed, the rat race. We'll be lost without a trace or a clue. But what to do? It's stop the violence and kick the science. Down a road that we call eternity. Where knowledge is formed and you learn to be self-sufficient, independent. To teach to each is what rap intended. But society wants to invade, so do not walk this path that they laid. It's self-destruction. We're headed for self-destruction. 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 This is the song that they made in '89 because it was so much black on black crime. We're not even talking about just black on black crime, guys. We're talking about crime in general. People are losing their lives at the blink of an eye. And the people who are alive in 2025, they're fearful. And God said we are not supposed to have a spirit of fear. We're not supposed to have a spirit of despair. We're not supposed to have a spirit of confusion. We're not supposed to have a fear of doubt. We had the power to stop this. Back then, rap meant something. The rap music that's playing right now, half time, I can't even understand what they're saying. It sounds like they're eating a microphone. You don't even know the words they're saying. They don't have anything positive in the songs that they're making now. Back in the day, we had songs when I was growing up that made sense. It had some messages in it. The music they're making right now is all about killing. It's all about stealing. It's all about how a man gonna do a woman or how a woman gonna do a man. What happened to us teaching these kids and saying, hey, don't listen to that music. That's not good music. Here, let me turn this on for you. Since you want to listen to something, let me play this for you. We're in 2025, and this is the January 3rd, 2025, and we've had so much destruction in 3 days, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. We've had so much destruction in 3 days. And you still got people on social media just posting all willy-nilly like, oh, well, it ain't happened to me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Or you're posting pictures and memories of the people who lost their lives in New Orleans. But you're not posting pictures and memories or messages of people saying, hey, stop. It's time for us to stop. 2025, are you going to make it to the end of the year? Are you going to make it to the next year? And the next year, you know how when you go to school and they tell you to write a report and they say, what do you want to be when you grow up? I know with me, I said I wanted to be a teacher. I did. Till I realized how they was treating the teachers and we wasn't getting paid enough. And I was like, I really want to do this, but I don't think I can do this. I don't think I'm going to go to computers or something, but I don't want to do it to be a teacher no more. Then I remember I said, well, if I want to be a teacher, I want to teach computers. That never happened. And I want to be a teacher. Teachers are trying to teach these kids the right way, but then when they go home, they learn it the wrong way. Either they go home, their mom and dad is not there, their grandparents not there, whoever's raising them, they doing their own thing. They're too busy being selfish, worrying about themselves. Here we go, 2025. We got more kids that's in jail than we do at the adults. Where's the dynamic of that? That should have been changing. We got more adults going to jail for stupid killings, for stupid taking lives for stupid reasons. That music was turned up too loud, so the person shot them because they told them to turn their music down. What happened to the dynamic of common sense, morality, morals, values, integrity? We don't teach nobody this no more. We don't even teach each other that no more. Oh, we lost it. And you can't keep saying, oh, well, things just changed when COVID came. Yo, COVID can come back again. Another pandemic can come again. What's going to be your excuse again? January the 1st, 2025, we had our first terrorist attack in New Orleans. And y'all think that was normal? We're the rappers saying, hey, we need to come together. We need to go out to the streets instead of teaching them how to get money and do all. It ain't about getting the money. It ain't about just getting the money, because once they get the money, if they do it the wrong way, it ain't going to last anyway. Look at the artists that we got now. who was doing it back then, and then they started doing the wrong thing for the wrong reason. Excuse me. They started doing the wrong thing for the wrong reason. And look where they at. What happened to us teaching the kids the right way? What happened to us teaching each other the right way? We need each other. It ain't about, oh, she doing better, so I don't want to mess with her. He doing better, I don't want to mess with him. Or they ain't living like I'm living. They ain't on my level. He ain't on the level that I'm living. They ain't on my level. How about us come together on what, no matter what level you got? Because guess what? All of us got something we can bring to the table. Yo, all of us got something we can bring to the table. But the one main person we keep forgetting, and we keep forgetting to put in our lives, put in our hearts, put in our minds, is G-O-D, God, Jesus Christ. He sacrificed his life for all of us. All of us. And he said, come to him clean. He don't want you perfect, because if he wants you perfect, then you no use to him. He wants you battered. He wants you tattered and torn. He wants you to went through some things. So he can work on you, so he can heal you, so he can deliver you, so he can set you free like he did your girl Morgan. Still alive in 2025. Not about no resolutions. How about a revolution? How about a revolution to help each other? How about a revolution to teach each other? Yo, man, I was down that road, man. That ain't a good place to be. You know, what happened to the old heads teaching each other? No, the old heads now saying, oh, I don't want to do that. But you know, they grown. I remember when I was grown, I had older people telling me stuff. If my mother and my father could not do it, I had other older people telling me and guiding me and leading me, and I was full grown. How is it, oh, they grown now, we can't tell them anything? What happened? What happened to the matriarchs of the family? What happened to the patriarchs of the family? Oh, y'all too busy trying to be down with the grandkids and the kids? No. Still alive in 2025. Will you make it through the rest of the year? Will you make a change? I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Think about this. You're sitting by, idly watching the things that you probably can stop if you had a conversation, if you sat them down, or you pulled a coattail and said, hey, come here. Hey, let me give you some guidance. Let me give you some wisdom. Let me give you some advice. We don't have that anymore. Everybody's too afraid of a child. How are you afraid of a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old child? They are children. Because if they're like that when they are a child, they're going to be worse when they become adults. And then you'll be looking like, well, you know, they was out of control. There's nothing I can do. That was not out of control. It was something you can do. And if you couldn't do it, you can find programs to help you do it. I had 3 children. I had 2 girls and a boy. And my son, because he was surrounded by all the women in my immediate family, was myself and my 2 girls. My daughter's father was just there. I tried to figure out a way to keep him surrounded by other positive men, because I knew I could not raise him as a man, because I was a mom. I was a woman. I could only teach him a certain thing as far as how to treat women, how to love women, how to respect women, how to love a woman. If you don't know how to love a woman, watch how I love you. You know, take some of my guidance, take some of my wisdom. Even when I was tough on you, I will always come back and I will apologize to you. Don't tell me there's no programs out, because there are programs that are out here. And if it's not a program, you create a program. Yo, come on, man. We're at 2025. And these people are losing their life. They're dropping like flies. Open your eyes, yo. These people's minds are gone. Satan is in their minds. It's spirits that are in their minds that's telling them, hey, man, you know, I ain't got nothing else to live for. I might as well be out here doing what I'm doing. Because I'm watching social media and I'm seeing how they get in the bag. They get in the bag. What bag? What bag when they're not happy? You got a lot of people out here that got all this money and they're still unhappy. They're still taking their own lives, or they're doing crazy stuff because they got all that money and they're still unhappy. So what's the bag? You get the bag, but are you happy? What happened about 2025? Give me more peace, Lord. 2025, give me more joy. God, 2025, give me more strength to understand how to live in this world, how to be a part of this world. 2025, give me more joy. 2025, and give me more lessons on what to do and what not to do, because we don't know everything. And for a person to say they know everything, they lied. They lied, and they'll lie again. We got a lot of hurt and broken people in this world that their answer to doing things is taking another man's or another woman's life, another child's life. We're headed for self-destruction in 2025. Self-destruction. We're headed for sex destruction in 2025. What happened to the older people pulling the kids to the side and having a conversation and saying, hey, not just be afraid of cops, be afraid of just people in general. Don't be walking up with people and running your mouth. Being fast with your mouth. Stay in a child's place. What happened to that? Well, I want them to be free. Yeah, you see what happened when the kids are being free? They're not free then because if they do something stupid and they end up in jail under the law, they're no longer free. When they get life for an adult crime as a child, they're no longer free. Now they stuck in that wall with those bars that were surrounding them where another man or another woman had to tell them what to do. When you were the parent, you were the guardian, you were the person that was over them, the public, and telling them what to do so they wouldn't end up in that place. What happened? Guys, y'all need to wake up. Still alive in 2025. How many people are going to be able to say that for the remainder of this year? It's only January 3rd, 2025. How many people are going to be able to say, I made it, I'm still alive in 2025? Can you say that in 3 months? Can you say that in 6 months? You know how you go to the job and they say, what's your 5-year goal? No, nowadays you might say, what's your year goal? Because things is about to change. Because we're too busy being selfish, thinking about ourselves, worried about what we want. Well, we don't care about the kids. We're not even caring about people with special needs. We're not caring about the senior citizens who can't defend themselves. We're too selfish, worried about ourselves. You out here doing things you shouldn't be doing, not knowing how that's going to affect your aunt, your grandmom, your grandpa, your uncle, anybody in your family. Yo, time to get ourselves together. 2025. Can you still say you're going to be alive in the next 3 months, 6 months, a year? If you don't make a change, how are you going to keep your heart hardened? Why are you going to still harden your heart? I'm going to do what I want to do. And how's that working out for you? When you got to constantly watch your back, don't know who's going to do what to you. How about bring Jesus in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul? It's not that bad. It really is not that bad. Because I'd rather be on the good side than the bad side. God is of good. God is of positive. God is of love. Satan is of evil. Satan got these spirits in these people's minds and their hearts. And he got them out here wilding. They're doing anything and everything they want to. And they're like, whatever. I ain't got nothing else to live for. You do. Be absent from the body and present with the Lord. Absent from the body and present with the Lord. Absent from the body and present with God. I don't want to be absent from the body and be in hell. I don't want to be down there where that mess down there is because there ain't nothing but what I don't want. We still got time. He gives us chance at the chance at the chance at the chance at the chance. I promise you. You fall, he picks you back up. It's not that difficult. Every time we fall, he's going to pick us back up. But if we don't ask for help, we don't ask for wisdom, we don't ask for guidance, and we continue to harden our heart, and God doesn't want a hard heart. He can't do nothing with a hardened heart. That's Satan territory. What you going to do then? What are you going to do then? We're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction. We're headed for self-destruction. In 2025, will you be able to say I'm still alive? 2025, don't make no more resolutions. Make a revolution. A revolution to stay alive in 2025 and beyond. To have the life you want. To build the family you want to build. To be able to take the journey you want to take. Happiness, Jeremiah 29:11. That's the journey I'm on. Psalms 23. That's the path I'm on. And when I don't understand and I can't get it, Proverbs 3:5. I'm going to trust in the Lord with all my heart. And not leaning my understanding because Morgan's understanding, was not working too well for me. So that's why I just stayed to the side. Let him make the decisions for me and guide my feet and order my steps. ain't gonna never steer you wrong. And if something does happen, he'll teach you what to do. He'll show you what to do. He's not gonna leave us out there with no help, with no backup. He said, I love you, I got you. I got your back. My son died for you. I got your back. 2025, will you be able to say you're still alive? 3 months? 6 months? The entire year? 365 days? Will you be able to say, I made it? In 2025, will you be able to say that? I made it. We thinking about the wrong things, man. 1989, this song came out, Self-Destruction to Stop the Violence Movement. It had artists like D Nice, MC Light, Kumo D, Miss Melody, Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh still around? Heavy D, unfortunately he's gone. Public Enemy, Chuck D and Flavor Flav. Sessa Sonic, Boogie Down Productions, KRS-One. I mean, we had all these amazing rap artists, hip-hop artists back in 1989 because the crime was back on black crime. It's not even just black on black crime. It's all crime. We can't even say black on black crime now. It's all crime. Somebody say something to you wrong. You ready to pull out your weapon. Somebody step on your toe. You ready to pull out a weapon. You better say, I'm going to take their life because they scuffed my sneakers up. Or because they said something I didn't like. Come on, guys. 2025. Will you still be able to say, I'm still alive in 2025? Will you still be able to say, I'm allowed to see my grandkids, to see my great-grandkids, to see my children have children, to see my children's children have children, to see my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunt, my uncle, the ones that are still alive? Or will you still be out here beefing, having issues with your family members, having issues with your friends, not wanting to have an uncomfortable conversation so you can say, hey, I was wrong, I messed up, can you forgive me? And if they don't forgive you, don't worry about it as long as you said it out loud and it came from your heart. Because remember, God looks at our heart right now. He's looking at all of our hearts right now. And he's seeing who we are. He ain't looking at the things, the deeds that we've done in the world. He's looking at our heart. Amen. Even if the house of prayer that we go to, they're not even teaching the kids and teaching other people about stop doing this. Come to the Lord. They're too busy got concerts going. They got to put on a big show and still don't give you the right word. What happened to you can go to church and you can say, now I'm act right in here because, this the Lord's house. This the Lord's house. I'm going to be good up in here. And I'm going to get a good message from the pastor, from the preacher, from the teacher. You can't even go into the house of prayer no more for that. They're not even teaching, hey, it's time for us to stop this crime. It's time for us to stop doing the things we're doing. This is what's happening on the earth right now. Open your eyes. Open your mind so you can see. So you can understand and you can take in. Open up your heart to receive. These things that happen on earth just because, I'm just going to say that out loud. They're not happening just because. Nothing happens by accident. Nothing is happening in this world, on this earth, that our God, our Father in heaven, who created before we were born, before we were formed, before any human being was formed. It's not like he does not know what's going on and happening on the earth. He's trying to get our attention. And if you don't listen and pay attention and make some changes to do right, he already had a plan for us. He done told us over and over what his plans for us was. And we say, I'm a hard in my heart. I'm going to do what I want to be. Stubbornness and rebellion. Look what happened. The stubborn and rebellious person took all those lives in New Orleans on January the 1st, 2025. Stubbornness and rebellious is, I'm going to go the way I want to go and I'm going to do what I want to do. And then when I get tired and when I don't want to be bothered no more and I don't want to deal with it more, then I'll come. It may be too late. It may be too late. Yo, like real talk. We're headed for self-destruction. Can you still say 3 months, 6 months, 9 months that you're still alive in 2025? Are you going to make it a revolution and not a resolution? to stay alive in 2025 and beyond. Make better choices and decisions. Stop hardening the heart. Ain't nothing wrong with having a soft heart. Nothing wrong with having love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. There's nothing wrong with having love and peace in your heart. Feels good, I promise you. I sleep like a baby at night. I don't toss and turn because I know I haven't done anything wrong to anybody. And if I did, I try to apologize to them if they received it. And if they didn't, I apologize to my Lord. And I said, God, forgive me. Can you forgive me? And can you receive my forgiveness? He forgive me. Long as he forgive me, that's all that matters. How many people can how many of y'all people can say that right now? How many people can really say that right now? That I've actually said, you know what? I got to forgive them because I got all this anger. I got all this bitterness, resentment in my heart. They're either going to give you health problems, give you mental problems, or give you problems when you're no longer here. I want to be around to see my children's children have children. I want to see my next generation. What about you? It's time, man, to stop the violence. Not just with the black on black crime. We got crime all over. So we can't even sing this song just for black on black crime. We got crime all over. Crime against another culture because you don't like what they look like. You don't like what it's not about who are you to judge. Only God can judge. He's our judge and our jury. That's why 2025 ain't gonna be the same. I mean, I'm just saying. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Pull our kids back, man. Have a conversation with them. Pay attention to your children. I remember my kids was growing up. I didn't have my kids doing a lot of stuff. I paid attention to them. I knew who their friends was when they would bring friends over. Or they said, well, I want to go to so-and-so house. Oh, no. I need to know who house they is. I need to know what their mom and their dad, who they live with. I need to know what area they live. I need to know what environment they're coming from. Because I don't want my kids surrounded by a lot of shenanigans. Now, what they was doing that I didn't know, that's not on me. But I know when they was around me, I knew. And I stayed on top of them as much as I possibly can. How many parents are saying that right now? How many kids? It is currently January 3rd, 2025 at 8:56 p.m. tonight. How many people can say, I know what my child is tonight? I know what my child is doing. I know my child is in the house. Or I know my child is at that person's house and they are at that person's house and they're not going to get in no trouble. How many people can say that? Can you say that tonight? How many people can say the person that I'm in a relationship with, I know they're not going to do anything to me to hurt me because I know they love me. Or my family member, I know how much they love me. They're not going to do anything to harm me. Or they're not going to have a spirit that's inside them that's going to harm me or going to harm my loved one. How many people can actually say that tonight? Self-destruction. We're headed for self-destruction. Still alive in 2025. No more resolutions. We need a revolution. We need to begin the revolution. We need to form groups. If you don't have a program that can save another person's life or help another person go down the right path, create your own program. Don't say there's nothing out there. It is. If not, you start it yourself. Still alive in 2025. No more resolution. It's time for a revolution. Self-destruction. We're headed for self-destruction. Have a great weekend, everyone. Please be safe. Be blessed. We gotta do right. It's time. Still alive in 2025. I am grateful and I'm thankful that God allowed me to see another year, another day, another hour, another second, another minute of another year. 2025, we still alive. Be blessed.